There are a few African boxthorn berries, and they're drying out on my windowsill in the sunlight. It's just morning sunlight, so they won't be overcooked or anything. I'll just let them dry out naturally and slowly. Should take a few days, I suppose, but I won't put them out in the bright sun all day long or anything. Look, these are Lycium barbarum. They're out of a packet. They're goji berries, Lycium barbarum, all the way from China. And we're just going to do a taste test. I mean, goji berries aren't my favourite, but they're chewy and a bit sultana-ish. They're quite nice, sweet. Well, they wouldn't be my favourite berry, but they're quite sweet. I'm showing you these goji berries from the shop because I'm doing a taste test here. I've dried out some African boxthorn berries. Oops, where are they? Oops. There they are. Oops, can I get them into the camera? I don't know that I can. Oops. There they are. Yes, these are African boxthorn, Lycium, ferocissimum. And I'm going to do the taste test with those because I've dried them out for several days now. Well, I just had a Lycium barbarum and it was quite sweet. I'll just try a Lycium ferocissimum dried out, which is a nice one. That looks like a nice one. Let's see what it tastes like by comparison with Lycium barbarum. This is Lycium ferocissimum. I can't tell much. I can't tell much difference, except this one is slightly moister. I can't tell any difference at all. There's another nice one. They were dried on my windowsill. That one's got a bit of juice in it. Still. It's still a bit juicy. I want to test the dried ones. There's a little dried one. That's dried, that one. It tastes just the same. Lycium ferocissimum here. Tastes just the same to me. I didn't expect that. I thought there'd be a huge difference. They taste the same as Lycium barbarum. And I'm sitting here in front of a Lycium ferocissimum that's growing in the nearby countryside to my house. And there's a Lycium ferocissimum. See the dreadful ferocious thorns, that's why it's called ferocissimum. And there's a berry, but there aren't many berries at the moment because the blackbirds and other birds have been eating them. Well, that's an interesting thing. I haven't done the taste test before, but they taste pretty much the same once they're dried out. Of course, some people eat them dried out on the bush, but I usually find that the birds make holes in them. So I've never actually tried them before. Dried out like a raisin. A bit like a sultana and contains some sugar. Well, that's something new anyway. So I found that Lycium ferocissimum dried out, the berries, the ripe berries dried out, taste pretty similar to goji berries. Pretty similar. They're just like brother and sister anyway. Still, we must remember with wild foods that related plants, that's no indication of their edibility because parsley is related to hemlock, for example. And people have been poisoned eating parsley, eating hemlock by mistake for parsley. Anyway, remember, whenever you're foraging for wild foods, always seek the advice of a botanist and a wild food expert. I don't pretend to be a wild food expert. I'm interested in wild food, but I'm not an expert. See you for now. Bye.